So let's just get started. So I have here my tools. I have my sponge, my wipes, because I like to have wipes when I'm doing my makeup, and I'm going to use this plate as my palette because usually I use my hands, but I'm not going to use my hands for a tutorial and get all dirty and disgusting and gross. So for my foundation, I'm going to use my favorite foundation, my NARS Sheer Glow, and I'm going to mix it with my Armani Silk. I use Syracuse, and in the Armani Silk I use number 8. So I'm going to put those on my plate, and I will use that as my foundation. And then for primer, I've been doing a combination of Too Faced Shatter Insurance all over my face. I love using eye primers on my face. If you're very sensitive and you break out easily, you might want to avoid doing this, or you would have to try, but I'm not that sensitive, so I can get away with certain things. I tend to get more like hives and stuff, which I actually have some on my neck right now and I don't even know what it's from. But on my face, I really don't have this problem. So I'm going to use this all over my face. And I also use this on my eyes. Since we're going to do the eyes anyway, I'm just going to put some on my eyes. That's going to help keep the makeup in place. And now to cover pores and stuff, I'm going to use the Professional. And I was watching Nicole Guerrero, which you guys know, probably, I'm sure you do. And she's like obsessed with this, and she's the reason I bought it actually. And it's so funny because yesterday I was in Ulta and I was looking at the Smashbox Photo Ready Primer, and I was like, I really want to try this. Since I like Benefit's Professional, I know that Smashbox Photo Ready Primer was like huge a few years ago for a while. And I was like, you know, when my Professional runs out, I'm going to try this. And then I'm watching her, I think it was an Ulta haul that she put up a few days ago. And she bought it. And she was like, this is my new jam. I'm loving it more than the Professional. And I was like, how interesting is that? That I was just thinking about buying it because I like Professional. And then she bought it. So kind of like the seal of approval. So now I'm putting my foundation. And I'm going to put, I like more Sheer Glow. So this one is the Armani Silk, and the bigger blob is the Sheer Glow. Okay, so I'm just going to, I usually take my finger to mix it, but I don't want to use my finger. So I'm just going to use the back of a makeup brush to just mix that. I think I might need a little more foundation, but whatevs. And now to dampen my sponge, it says you can use the sponge wet or dry. I'm going to dampen it with some of my Mario Buschetto skincare facial spray, the rose water spray. Damp now. When I squeeze it, I can feel the product. So it's getting a little bigger and it's getting really, really airy. I like it. So I'm actually going to use the flat side to start applying my foundation. And so far my camera is pointing opposite from my mirror. Give me a break, guys, okay, because it's been a while for me. So usually, like, I've been using, well, not usually, I have been using ever since I got it, my Marc Jacobs Face 2 brush. And I love the coverage I get, and this sponge so far is not giving me the same level of coverage that I get with my brush. And also this is taking longer. I'm not seeing a huge like improvement, like, oh my god, I need to be using this more than I use my brush. Like, I feel this is nice, but it's not gonna replace using my Marc Jacobs Face 2 brush. So far, we'll see. I have to say though that I did use less foundation with this, and I'm liking the coverage. I still have a lot of foundation here, and I'm liking the coverage. It looks the way it does when I use my Face 2 brush, but I use a lot less foundation. This seems to suck up the foundation a lot more than this, and it's still really nice and wet and airy. And I'm just gonna do whatever's left as like another layer and really make sure that the hairline is blended, my neck, ear. So the eyes are super simple. The biggest parts of this look was her lashes and her winged liner. The winged liner was a lot more straight rather than like flying upwards. It was more of a cat eyeliner, and then she also had black in the waterline, and then the lashes were very long, like you could see them go all the way to her crease. My eyes are bigger than hers, but these lashes are huge, so you want to find something kind of spiky and long that look very separated. And usually I don't like that look, but I really liked it with this whole makeup look, so go for something like that. So now we're going to do the eyes, like I said. So I already primed my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And now I'm going to do, what was the first thing I did for the eye? Oh, I used this Lorac Liquid Luster, which is like one of my favorite things ever. It's so beautiful. It comes with a dropper, so it's really easy to apply. So I'm just going to do, oh, that's a lot. I'm going to take some off. And then I'm just going to take my finger and blend it out. And it's a liquid, but it's so pigmented. Do you see that? It's so pigmented. Oh, I love it so much. So I'm actually going to do this all the way up into the crease, just not under the brow. So if you do get some in your brow, just kind of like wipe it off. And it's nice and liquidy, and oh, it's just beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. And then before that completely dries, I'm going to take some of this pressed pigment from MAC called Light Touch. It's a really beautiful champagne-y, pinky, silvery color with glitter. I'm taking a little bit because these are very pigmented. And I'm just going to put that on the lid just to give a little more of that color. Because her lid was like a whitish, champagne-y, glittery, pinky color, and very similar to this. And then to just add a little more sparkle, you could stop right here, but hers had a nice, very glittery effect. I'm just going to take a little bit of Reflex Pearl from MAC, just like the tiniest bit, because you don't want this to be like super glittery like drag. So just a little bit and lightly press that on top of the whole lid. So now to create our cat eye, I'm going to actually use this old trick that really works. I'm going to take a piece of tape, and it's just going to be a small piece. Let me just, and pretend that it's continuing up, and I want to lay it flat across so that the wing goes more outwards. Then take my Rimmel gel liner with an angled brush from MAC. Be really like messy with this because you have the tape there. So just go right along the tape and go across. And this is going to be a more kind of thick liner, and it's going to be a little bit more of the same kind of thickness all across. So you see it's not really thin and then thick, it's kind of the same thickness. And then the wing right out here just kind of slightly comes out. It doesn't really have a thin edge or a really thick edge. It doesn't really curve at the bottom. It just goes straight across. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take some of my NARS black eyeshadow. This is my favorite black eyeshadow in the color Nightbreed, and I'm just going to stamp that on top of the gel liner to make it really black. And then I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes black eyeliner and just put that right in my waterline. So I'm going to do those, and then I'll be back with my lashes. So I just applied my concealer, and my favorite combo at the moment has been the Glamouflage Hard Candy Concealer in medium, and then on top I used the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline in the color Light Pale. So now I'm going to use the edge of this to start blending, and I didn't blend at all, I just put it on with my finger, and then the other one has a sponge. Oh, I really like this. Oh my god, it looks so good. So now I know what... See, the fact that this looks so good makes me want to get a beauty blender. And Adrienne Balon's makeup, she's very highlighted under her eyes, and it goes very far because of her face shape. They bring it all the way down to her cheeks and up. Whereas normally you're going to go this way, hers goes all the way down to her cheek. So I'm going to do that too. Bring up. So now I'm doing my contouring, and I did all my contour lines. So so to contour, I like to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso. And then to blend it, I like using my Real Techniques buffing brush. So I just do around my forehead, the sides of my nose, right along here. And I don't go according to my ear because of my face shape. I have to go higher, because if I went according to my ear, my contour would be all the way down here. So don't do the ear thing. Go according to your face shape. I have a video on contouring for your face shape, so look through and watch that video to learn how to contour for your face shape. So quickly, before my camera runs out of space, to set my under eye concealer, my favorite combo has been the Maleficent Beauty Powder with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Buff Beige. I use them together with my Sigma F 86 brush. It goes right under the eyes so perfectly and sets everything so nicely. And then for my bronzer, I used my NARS Casino bronzer to contour and bronze. For blush, I used MAC's Peaches. And then for highlight, I used a little tiny bit of Soft and Gentle. I didn't wet the brush or anything, just packed it on and then blended out a little bit. And for my lips, I used MAC's Cherry Lip Liner with Beso from Stila, which is a liquid red lipstick. And so that's the finished look. I will leave all the products down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and first impressions. I know it was going to be long, but it's my first real video back, so I hope you guys enjoy. And also tell me if you like this background, because I'm looking for a nice area to just like give you a good scenery, and I have some candles in the background to make it look nice and warm and fall. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know if the lighting is good, if the quality is good. Thank you so much for watching, and to those who watch all the time, I love you so much. Thank you for your support. Stay glam. Mwah. Bye.